This is CHSR 97.9 FM here in Fredericton, New Brunswick, Canada. This is Python's Paradise, your film and music show, and this is your host, Greg Gilbert, aka the Python Hyena. And folks, I have a musician on the phone with me today who fronts a band called Kisspanic. I have the wonderfully talented Rudi Meibergen on the phone with me today. How do you do, Rudi?
Hi, Greg. Very happy to be in your show. Thank you for the invitation.
Yeah, have you ever been out the New Brunswick way before?
Sorry?
Have you ever been out to New Brunswick, Canada before?
No, I would love to go, actually. I've heard so many good things about Canada.
Yeah? You've never been to Canada at all, huh?
No, I've never been in Canada.
Oh, wow.
I've been there for a few weeks, and they told me it was very, very beautiful.
Well, you know, it's best to always catch us in summer. Winter's a little on the cold side here. But the snow's starting to melt right now. Yeah, I'm in that little part called New Brunswick, which is never heard of. But I'm 4 hours ahead of you there in Los Angeles, so.
I see. Well,
yep.
I want to know Canada as soon as possible.
Absolutely. Well, you're from Germany, am I correct?
So my family is from Germany, but I grew up in Chile.
Okay, where? South America?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You know, when I talk to people from other parts of the world, I always got to ask about the wildlife. So you're from South America, so that's where the giant anaconda is. You ever seen one of them in the wild?
Yeah, I actually went to the Amazonas River once, and we saw a few anacondas in that trip. It's very impressive. What can I say?
Yeah, not good for the capybaras, though.
Yeah, not good for anyone.
No, you didn't go over and pet it?
No. I'm not that extreme. I just saw them.
Tell me about the transition of going into music. Has that always been your passion?
So which transition specifically?
Like, actually, I think that was probably the wrong word to use, but I guess I was thinking about you coming over to America, but I guess that really has nothing to do with your music. I wanted to know, has music always been your passion? Is that what you always wanted to do?
I see what you mean. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, that's what I've done my whole life. I started studying music when I was 14 years old.
Okay.
I studied piano for 3 years. Then I got into guitar. I formed a band back in Chile for more than 10 years. After that, while I was having that band, I started studying in college. I studied music composition and arrangements. Then I studied orchestration. And I came to the U.S. to study film scoring for 2 years in UCLA. And after that, I started working in a few TV shows and films, scoring and orchestrating. So, if I see, in my past, it's basically music since I'm 14 years old, all the time.
What's your favorite instrument to play?
I really like the piano.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you been? When did you start learning that? Oh,
I started when I was 14 with the piano, but then I left it, which I regret really bad, for 5 years, 6 years. That age where you start knowing party and you prefer to have a rock band and have fun. So I started playing more guitar and electric guitar, and I got more into that. But then I started playing back when I studied music. That was when I was 20 until I was 25. So yeah, and I use it every day now, but more as a tool than as an instrument, if that makes sense.
How many instruments can you play?
I play guitar, piano, and bass guitar.
Okay.
3 instruments.
What's the hardest one to learn? Like, I don't know any instrument, so...
Well, so I think all of the instruments are they have their unique difficulty, right? Like, I think you can't really stop learning an instrument. Therefore, it's hard to tell which one is harder. There's no roof. But definitely to start playing, it's easier with a piano because you have the keys and you just press them and they will sound right. But if you're learning a violin or a trumpet, it probably won't sound right for the first month.
Have you tried violin or trumpet?
Yes, I used to play trumpet a little bit, and yeah, well, that's a problem, right? Like, especially if you live in an apartment, it's kind of tough. Your neighbors hate you.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
So, you know what? Mike Gormley had set me up with you, and he has sent a lot of artists my way. And how did you come to connect with him?
So, through a friend. We met with Mike through a friend. Pam Oland, a great singer-songwriter, and she, mainly a songwriter. And she introduced us. I was talking with her about our project, and I told her that we were looking for someone to represent us. And she said, like, I may know somebody. I should introduce you to Mike. You should know each other. And that's how we met. We had coffee together.
Okay. Yeah, because he sends a lot of people my way. One thing he did send me was a music video you did called I Care For You, or I Care For You Too. I gotta say, listening to this, because I was not aware of your music prior to this, and I gotta say, I loved that music video. Now, how creative was that? You get this guy going into this cabinet. I loved it when he raised the cup to his face. It's got the happy face on it. It looks like he's got a happy face.
Yeah.
And he takes some pills or whatever, and he starts hallucinating. And there's a scene, for example, where he's in a bathtub, and there's a bathtub full of French fries.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where did you come up with the concept for this video?
Yeah, it's a trip, right? Well, we were with the director. We got together. I explained him the concept of the song and what we were talking about, and it was a collaboration. We were just throwing ideas out there, and he saw the colors we used in our website, and he thought we should keep that palette of colors in the music video. And so it was very important for him that we use yellow, black, and white. And then one day he saw like some French fries, and he's like, "Hey man, we should use French fries. It makes sense with the concept of the song and the music." And then we started like creating this whole story about this guy that has like a morning routine, and it turned out being like something really, like he started thinking, having all these thoughts about his day, how his life is, in the shower.
Yeah, who is the guy in the video? I gotta give props to that guy.
Oh, he's a great actor that was introduced to us through this director as well.
Okay, because he does a fantastic job with his facial expressions and whatnot.
Yeah, he's funny. And the director, as soon as he knew about the idea, he was like, I have the right person.
Well, I gotta say, it was great casting, and I agree with the color thing too, because I'd like to see this video catch on, because sometimes, you can gain extra leverage on your music just by having a really catchy video. If you got something that is going to make people stand there and watch the rest of it, Because trust me, I knew nothing about you guys, and when Mike sent this to me, and I was at that point where, gee, do I want to listen to this right now? I'm tired and whatnot. But I stuck. watched the YouTube video, and I tell you, I was hooked. And I loved it, and I gotta say, it made my day. I just thought the video was funny, it was colorful, it was creative, and yes, the actor did a terrific job, and the music was fantastic. I'm not even sure what I'd compare your sound to, but I thought the music video was very catchy, and I think that I actually copied and pasted the link on my Facebook page.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, well, I thought it was fantastic. I liked the video, I gotta say. People should check that out.
That's great. I mean, at the end, that's what we want people to share it. So, I guess mission accomplished.
Well, I'll send it out to some other people too, so that are in the industry, because, like I said, I think you did a really creative job for that. How long did it take to shoot that video?
The shoot was 2 days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, what about the production values? Because I don't know, maybe it looks more expensive than it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's you need to pay people for their work.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always, sometimes it's not about the props or the production, but about the right people being happy working with the project that they like. So it was not like a cheap video, but it definitely, like, we worked hard to make it look as professional as we could, and I think the director made a great job, like using the resources we had.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to think. You say you started in music at what, 14? You said?
Yeah, it was around 14.
Do you write your own songs as well?
I do. Yeah, I mean, these albums are my own songs. I wrote the songs and we made the arrangements together with the band, but I mostly write songs. When I do songs, it's mostly my songs. Okay.
So how long does it take you to write a song? Like I've never done that before either. So, and where did your inspirations come from?
So it's case by case. Sometimes it like flows really fast, and if you have some ideas and you're inspired, it can be really fast. You can write a song in one day.
Okay.
Sometimes it takes longer and it's harder, and you don't feel it's mainly when you're doing your own stuff, right? Because if you have a gig and they brief you and they tell you we need this, that you can deliver that in one day. It's work, right? But when it's for you, when you need to be happy, you don't really know when to where to go. You need to decide. You have so many options, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when it can get tricky. Like, when is this finished? When I am satisfied with this? It's not the client asking me for a song and okay, he's satisfied. This is working. No, it's you. So that's why sometimes it can be hard. But I would say 1 week if you're not inspired.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who are your musical influences?
I have many musical influences because since I studied music, I've gone through a lot of different influences and study a lot of them. So I guess I'm all of those together. But for this album, for this project, for this band, my music influences were Queen,
okay.
the Black Keys,
okay,
Red Hot Chili Peppers,
Okay.
Muse.
All right.
Who else? Muse. There's an electronic duo called Justice that I really like, and it was a big influence in the album. Foo Fighters.
Okay.
Nirvana. Yeah, mainly rock,
Well, it's interesting you mentioned that, because when I listened to, I'm sorry, the name of the song, I Still Care for You, is that what it's called, or I Care for You Too?
I Care for You Too.
Oh, I Care for You Too. Okay, sorry.
No problem.
That song, you mentioned all these bands, and I hear a lot of Foo Fighters and Nirvana. I hear a lot of that in that song, so I totally get that they would be influences of yours.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You mentioned Queen. Did you see Bohemian Rhapsody?
No, I haven't seen the movie. No, I've heard so many things about. Well, he won an Oscar, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I want to see it. I was a big fan of Queen when I was younger.
What's your favorite Queen song?
Oof, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
They have so many good songs.
I like Crazy Little Thing Called Love. That's always been my favorite Queen song.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Okay. Now, you call your band Kisspanic, and I'm going to tell you, when I first heard the name of your band, I actually pictured like the band Kiss, only an Hispanic version of Kiss. But I guess I was a little way off. Where did you come up with the name Kisspanic? I actually find that creative.
Yeah, so it's funny that you mentioned that, because you're not the first person that tells me that they related right away with Kiss. I guess that band it's such an iconic band that has weight in that word. But we came up with that name because we wanted people to know that we are Hispanic. That was something important for us.
Yes, I agree. Yep.
And on the other hand, we didn't want to. We wanted to make a play on words, and kiss, like the feeling that you have with a kiss is like the opposite of the feeling of panic, right? So it's kind of a yin and yang thing, like black and white,
Mm-hmm.
So we put those words together, and I think they are striking as kind of paradoxical, which is what we're trying to do with our music anyway, to be very honest and unique and balanced. So it worked. It felt well.
Yeah. I love the name Kisspanic. I think that is such a creative name, and I think that's something you should keep.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way back.
Yes, absolutely. So, you got this music video out now. Right now, I'm unaware of. Is that your only music video?
No, there are 2 more music videos.
Okay.
We released before that one.
Okay. Yeah, because this just got sent out to me, so I didn't get to check out the other, but that was a music video that Mike had sent to me. Are the other 2 as bizarre as I Care for You Too?
I don't know. Bizarre, like, I guess they are in a way. But they're not as funny.
Okay.
They're more serious.
Okay.
But they are bizarre in a way.
Okay. What's one of the songs that you do the music video to?
Otra Historia en el Mar. So it's a Spanish name.
Okay.
And the other one, it's Lo Normal Se Esconde.
Okay, so did you do those before? Did you do those while you were in South America?
One of the videos we shoot a few scenes in South America, but most of them were shot in LA, and the second one was shot completely in LA.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to risk sounding ignorant here. How long have you been in America?
6 years.
6 years. Okay. Okay, I'm way off. I thought that you had just recently moved here, so.
Oh, no. We recently formed the band 1 year ago, and this is our first album, but we've been working in music for a while and here in America,
Okay.
All of the members. One of them is American, so.
Well, it's interesting because Mike just sent this stuff out to me this week, so I've only known you for known your band for less than a week, but you did make an impression on me. I did read the notes he sent me, but being very short notice, but nonetheless, I was totally taken by the music video, but I did not know you had done 3 music videos. So talk about the process of making an album.
So that's also a case-by-case thing, but in my own experience, I was doing scoring and music for films and working with orchestral musicians. And I was missing to be on a stage and sharing with the audience and because when I do music for media or films or whatever, I work with other musicians. I conduct them. But I was missing also playing with other musicians and playing something that felt good, period, to me and to them. And I talked to the guys and I told them why we don't form this band. I already have a few ideas and a few songs. And they were like, yeah, let's listen it. They liked it, and that's how we started. That's like the way of working we set up from the very beginning. Okay, I'm going to bring the songs, we do the arrangements together, and then we record the album. So I brought all of the songs, 10 songs. It was 16 songs, and we got rid of 6.
Well, you could save the other 6 for the next album.
Yeah, they're there. They're not going anywhere.
There you go.
We just make like a selection of the ones we liked more, talking about like the process,
Sure.
And we decided, okay, 10 songs sounds good.
Yep.
That's enough for an album. And we chose those 10, and then we started rehearsing and preparing them for the studio. And we also talked with Daryl Swan, which was our producer. He has a great resume and story behind him, a lot of experience. So I met Daryl. He was interested in the project, and he told us he would be interested in producing the whole album. Then after a few months, we got into the studio with him. We recorded in Clear Lake Recording Studios here in LA, and then we started mixing it with him as well, and producing it and making it move to the next level. And then when it was done, he also mastered the album, and now it's ready to be released. But that was kind of the process.
I imagine you're quite excited about that.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of work, so we're excited of being able to release the songs finally.
What's the response been like for your music videos?
The response, sorry?
To your music videos, have they gotten a lot of views by people?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They're not going viral or anything. That might happen. I don't know if we're looking for that. We just want people that like it to go and see it. We have views. We have decent views, and we're proud of that. But we just want to share our art with people and see how organically it goes, and we want to like spend some time showing that art and showing what we are doing, not just like releasing videos and hoping that we break the charts with likes or anything, you know what I mean?
Okay. Well, you mentioned scoring for films. Now, I noticed I did look you up on Internet Movie Database. Your film scores are mainly short films. You haven't done any features, huh?
No, because I have worked in the team of TV shows mainly.
Okay.
Yeah, and the main composer, so my boss,
Okay.
was Nathan Barr and John Frizzle. With them, I have worked in films, but me as a composer getting a feature film, I haven't spent time yet on that, which I would love to. But as I told you, I was missing to play live, and I took that path.
Okay.
I definitely want to get into movies soon again, at some point.
Okay. Talk about your band, because I know you front the band, but talk about the people that back you and working with them.
Well, I'm really excited of being working with them. As I told you, I had a band for 10 years in Chile. Then I had a few projects here in Los Angeles. I have produced many artists. So I chose these guys like after a lot of different experiences with different musicians, and I feel really good about my decision because they're very professional. They both have a lot of experience. And of course they're really good, but most of the people think it's like, oh, are they great players? Yeah, they are, for sure. But it's everything else too, They are supportive, they are professionals, they are on time, we work well together, we have chemistry, good sense of humor. So, and I like the ensemble, I like being three, It's very practical.
Yeah, I noticed one of the pictures I seen from Mike Gormley was a picture of three of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, do you get a web page that you want to plug on here?
Yeah, absolutely. It's Kisspanic.com.
Okay. Can people order your music on there?
Yes, they can access our either streaming our music on Spotify or our social media and follow us there, or they can get into our newsletter, and if they want the tracks, we can send them to them.
Okay. Yes, I urge people to do that. It's not joking about the influences, because you can definitely hear it. You get a nice hard sound too, and I like that. So it kind of has that. I like to use the word 90s feel to it. Does that sound correct to you?
Yeah, it does, surprisingly. I guess there's that influence.
Maybe even 80s too. 80s, 90s, I certainly enjoyed it, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's totally like, that's the music I grew up listening to, so it makes sense.
So, do you got any charities that you want to plug on here as well?
Charities? What do you mean by that? Sorry.
Like, are you involved with any charities, like any charity work?
No, we're not.
Okay.
But not because we don't want to. We would love to.
Okay.
Actually, I would love to get in touch with the ALS Charity Association. We would love to play live for events regarding that ill.
Yeah, ALS. My father right now has that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's really tough. I went through that with one of my family members too, and I think they need a lot of help, and it's a very expensive illness. So we would love to help on that if we can with the band, for sure.
Did you do the ice bucket challenge when that happened?
No, I actually realized that was related with that when that happened to me. I didn't understand.
Okay.
Before, and in Chile we didn't do that. But it was like it also told me like how big of a problem this is. So that people is going out and doing that kind of noise, about it.
Mm-hmm.
It was really great to see.
Well, you know what? I enjoyed having you come on here today, and I really appreciate it. I was just wondering before you go if you would mind doing a plug for my show.
Hello, everybody. My name is Rudi Meibergen from Kisspanic, and we're really happy to be showing our music in the show of Greg Gilbert, Python's Paradise, out of